Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful hill station called Lansdowne. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful hill station called Lansdowne, which is a cantonment town in the Pauri Garhwal area of the Indian state of Uttarakhand. It was founded in 1887 and has been named after the then Viceroy of India, Lansdowne. Its original name is actually Kalu Danda, which in Garhwali means Kalu means black and Danda means the hills. So we are at the highest point of Lansdowne. It's called Tip and Top. You can bring your car all the way till here. There's a mini parking space out here, not very crowded. And the first thing which strikes you after coming to this Tip and Top point is that it is so peaceful, serene and quiet. We're going to the edge of the viewpoint and then I'll give you a panoramic view of the whole valley as is visible from the Tip and Top point. Just takes your breath away, doesn't it? We are at the Tip and Top point, Lansdowne. No need of a drone shot. We are higher than a drone ourselves. There you see the road, the serpentine roads, which is a hallmark of any hill station. These are the roads which have brought us all the way till the highest point of Lansdowne, called the Tip and Top point. I could spend a month out here and still not get over these wonderful views. That's the beauty of Lansdowne for you. Lovely, isn't it? Very tastefully decorated restaurant here. Nice plants in these pots and some music playing. And there's a rooftop restaurant here where you can have some refreshments. Looks very nice with a valley view just beside the restaurant. I think it looks very charming. Wonderful group at the Tip and Top point, Lansdowne. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, we are very well. Thank you.
Very good. So, why don't you introduce yourselves?
So I'm Sugandha Joshi. I've come from Noida.
I'm Hemant. I have also come from Noida. She's my wife.
Okay. So, you guys have driven down over here. How was the drive to Lansdowne from the NCR?
It was great.
Okay.
The roads were not very good. Somewhere, around what was that place? Some small towns, Bijnor and all. Otherwise, it was nice.
So, how come you decided to come to Lansdowne out of all the places?
Long story.
Actually, we were looking for a serene place, less of crowd, because generally summer vacations, it's very crowded. So we were looking for a very nice, peaceful place. So we decided to come here.
So who drove over here? You or
No, I was driving.
Okay, all right. So why don't you tell us something? Why don't you give us some tips about the driving out here?
So because the roads are very narrow,
Yeah.
so you have to be very careful here. Because not generally when we drive on the plane, like plain areas, it's very easy to overtake. So here it is advisable not to overtake anyone. Be in
Yeah.
your line, be on your side, and
Slow and steady wins the race.
Absolutely. And we have got lovely kids out here. So, kids, why don't you introduce yourself? What are your names?
Hi, my name is Kyanchi. My name is Mishika. And my name is Shaira.
All right. So, are you enjoying it, Lansdowne?
Yes!
Why don't you make some noise and say hi to everyone?
Hi!
Okay, guys, have a nice time and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And this is a beautiful church in Lansdowne. It's called the St. Mary's Church. Apparently, the construction of St. Mary's Church began in 1895 and the construction was contributed by Lieutenant A.H.P. Hume, and the construction finished in 1896. It's a Protestant church, looks very old clearly since it was built in 1895 and 1896. And after 1947, the church began to deteriorate because of disuse. So later on, this was renovated by the Garhwal Rifles Regiment of the Indian Army, which is located in Lansdowne. And this church houses some pre-independence photographs and relics, and there's a nice little bell, which can be tolled out here. So overall, it adds to this charm of Lansdowne. Let's go inside. Looks like a beautiful church, not very big, but still gives you that nice feeling. It houses these old relics of the past from the British times, has some photographs. And this church, when you look at it, gives you a very nice feeling. There are candles, and it's a Protestant church, so you can see the evidence of it. So we come out of the church and then witness this beautiful scene of the valley near Lansdowne. The mountains, the pine and the oak trees, the birds chirping, lot of greenery, some beautiful houses present in the mountains. How lucky these people are. The church bells are tolling and we're enjoying ourselves. Jhilmil has done a mighty fine job on the serpentine roads of the mountains. And for the moment, we are enjoying the beauty and the serenity of the St. Mary's Church at Lansdowne. So now we are going to the Bhula Tal, and we'll go on foot because it's nearby. And everywhere in Lansdowne, there is a presence of the Garhwal Rifles of the Indian Army. You can see them everywhere. Jai Hind! So we're doing a mini trek towards the Bhula Tal. We're going downhill right now, so it's quite easy. It'll be a bit of an effort when we come back uphill. The weather is just about pleasant. There's a pleasant breeze running in the afternoon of May 2024. What more can you ask for if you're from NCR? And look at this bungalow at Lansdowne in Uttarakhand. It's called the Oakland Park. And apparently, Justice S.K. Misra lives over here. That's how the bungalow of Justice S.K. Misra looks like. Nice place to stay over here while rendering justice to the people of this country. More power to you, Justice S.K. Misra. And we have two local boys from Lansdowne. I just caught hold of them while I was going towards the Bhula Tal. So, guys, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम शौर्य रावत है और मेरा नाम अग्रिम कुमार है।
तुम यहीं लैंसडाउन में रहते हो?
हाँ हम यही रहते हैं।
मेरे मम्मी पापा PWD में काम करते हैं।
मेरे पापा आर्मी स्कूल में हैं और मेरी मम्मी हॉस्पिटल में।
अच्छा, ओके। तो यहाँ पर कैसी लाइफ है यहाँ पर? तुम कैसे खेल कूद मौज मस्ती करते हो? क्या क्या यहाँ पर इंटरनेट आता है?
हाँ
जी।
यूट्यूब देखते हो? रील्स देखते हो?
नहीं।
अच्छा, और यहाँ पर कैसे तुम लोग खेलते कूदते हो? क्या क्या खेलते कूदते हो?
हम यहाँ पे फुटबॉल खेलते हैं, क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, साइकिल चलाते हैं।
अगर कोई बच्चे यहाँ पर आके पढ़ना चाहें तो उनके लिए कोई संदेश?
हाँ, अगर कोई बच्चा यहाँ पे पढ़ना चाहता है तो फिर हम उसे पूरा का पूरा क्या कहते हैं, पूरा का पूरा टूर दे सकते हैं।
अच्छा, और यहाँ पर क्या क्या अच्छी चीज़ें हैं देखने के लिए?
यहाँ भुल्ला ताल है, डक पार्क है,
तारकेश्वर है, कालेश्वर है।
टिपन टॉप।
वेरी गुड। डक पार्क कहाँ पर है?
डक पार्क। और जब आप यहाँ से जाओगे तो आपको कोटद्वार के लिए ऊपर के एक रोड मिलेगा, वहाँ पे एक राउंड अबाउट है। वहाँ पे एक ऊपर के लिए रोड जा रही होगी, वहाँ पे आपको जाना है। वहाँ पे एक पार्क है जहाँ पे एक जेट प्लेन है।
अच्छा, ये बताओ, तुम बता रहे थे तुम क्रिकेट खेलते हो, तुम्हारा फेवरेट क्रिकेटर कौन सा है?
विराट कोहली।
विराट कोहली। और तुम्हारा फेवरेट फुटबॉलर कौन सा है?
क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो।
मैसी।
सभी को हाय कह दो।
हेलो।
जोर से बोलो हाय।
हाय।
जय हिंद।
जय हिंद।
Thank you. So we're on the right track for the Bhulla Jheel, and I'm just going towards the Bhulla Tal. And there's also an army public school of Lansdowne out here. So all those officers' children, officers who serve at places like these in the remote areas, there are army public schools for them. That's wonderful. So this is an army bungalow. Looks nice. Lieutenant Colonel A.K. Sharma resides over here. So hi to Lieutenant Colonel A.K. Sharma. Thank you for your services to the country, sir. So finally we are at the Bhulla Tal, and it looks like a nice place. There's a cafe out here. We'll presently see a lake, and there's a nice little board which says Yudhai Krit Nischay. Apparently that's the motto of the Garhwal regiment stationed at Lansdowne in Uttarakhand. There's a nice little parking out here as well, so feel free to bring your car out here. And here's a nice little view of the Bhulla Tal from one side to the other. This is the main bank of the Bhulla Tal, and you can see these nice little cute, colorful swan boats, which are paddle boats really. So currently, unfortunately, the water level is not deep enough for these paddle boats to operate. But otherwise, you can just catch any of these boats after buying a ticket. And then there are self-paddle boats. So a couple of you can sit down on these boats and then, paddle them all the way around the lake. So here's a little bit of a trivia behind the Bhulla Tal. The Bhulla Tal was actually constructed as a dam in the year 2003, and that has a water storage capacity of 32 lakh gallons. And the lake Bhulla Tal is named after the word Bhulla, which in Garhwali means younger brother. And it's a tribute to the blood, sweat, toil and tears of all the soldiers of the Garhwal regiment who actually contributed in building of this beautiful Bhulla Tal, which is actually a dam. And there are beautiful flowers all around this lake, and they go all the way to the top. Clearly, this place has been very daintily maintained, which adds to the beauty of this place. And overlooking this cute statues of Garhwali Bhulla and Garhwali Bhulli, Bhulla and Bhulli mean brother and sister in Garhwali respectively, is this nice little bridge which connects the two ends of the Bhulla lake. And when you see a bridge, you want to walk over it, don't you? That's exactly what I'm doing. Everybody else is also enjoying the walk on this bridge. Looks beautiful. Look at these beautiful ducks who are enjoying the waters in these summers. What is this life so full of care? we have no time to stand and stare. So we are at a place called Kalu Danda Dwar at Lansdowne. This looks like an army area, but it houses a BSNL microwave tower, the officers' residence, there's a stadium, there's a parade ground, and above all, there's also a museum, which is what we are really interested in. Outside this Kalu Danda Dwar is a beautiful garden with many bridges and a nice little replica of this magnificent and glorious jet, which apparently belongs to Navy, as it is written Nausena out here. And it's written out there that it was assembled at Lansdowne. So there's a beautiful war memorial out here commemorating the soldiers. The videography and photography inside the war memorial at Lansdowne, Uttarakhand, is unfortunately not allowed. But the brave soldiers of Lansdowne, Uttarakhand, from the Garhwal Rifles have contributed to World War I and II, and also to the wars that India fought later on. In fact, during the British times, Darwan Singh, the soldier from Garhwal Rifles, from Lansdowne, was given the highest honor by the British Empire in the military, and that was the Victoria Cross. Of course, Garhwal Rifles and Regiment from Lansdowne now gloriously serves the Indian Army, so that our tricolour keeps on fluttering with pride at the war memorial in Lansdowne, Uttarakhand. Jai Hind. So we are at our resort cum hotel at Lansdowne. It's called Samskara and Samsara, and apparently it houses the oldest bar in Lansdowne. So if that is a dubious fame to be acquired, Samskara and Samsara has that. You come from the main road via this spur road out here, and mercifully they have a nice little parking out here. So that's a relief, because I drive down to places, and I have driven down today, of course, to Samskara and Samsara at Lansdowne, Uttarakhand. Let's go inside. So this is a nice little reception area which has quite an ambience with a garden outside with beautiful flowers, and presently we'll go inside the reception. But just looking at the outdoors, it looks like a nice little place where it's surrounded by the mountains. They have as an option these camps. They're also called glamps, I suppose. And we won't go inside, but the backside of these glamps overlook the mountains and the forests. So they're quite in demand. And there are quite a lot of them. And this is an open area where in the winters, surely the bonfire must be taking place. And even now it looks very nice and green. And looks very open area where children can come and enjoy themselves clearly. So let's go to the reception and then to the room. So this is the reception, which looks quite nice and humble, and a lot of awards apparently obtained by Samskara and Samsara. And this is the oldest bar in the town, apparently, in Lansdowne. That's what this bar is famous for. Let's have a look inside. It's got a quaint, very British look, almost an Irish look as well. They're just, 3 or 4 stools and chairs and a couple of booths. And there's a nice little bar out here, looks very traditional. Nothing to write home about. There's a kitchen by the side so you can order some things. The bar clearly looks stocked primarily with beer. Lots of nice glasses as well. So maybe we'll try this bar out sometime in the evening. The oldest bar in the town at Lansdowne. I've got a room on the first floor.
We want to make a vlog.
And the children know what a blog is. What's your name, children?
Kianchi.
Oh,
Mishika.
nice. So you're now in my blog. Okay, so now I go to my room. And this is the entrance to my room. It's room number 4. The view from the room looks absolutely gorgeous. The outside there are mountains, a lot of green trees. You can always have a look at the parking and feel relief that Jhilmil is safe and sound. There she stands, very proudly, did exceptionally well in the mountain roads. And now, let's go inside the room itself. So that's how the room looks like. A very humble room. There is a couch, a central table, the standard amenities. There's a mini fridge inside over here. There's a TV, wardrobe, a shelf, the bed. Mercifully and ironically, we have an AC out here as well, because it's very hot in Lansdowne today. It's summers of 2024, month of May. And they also keep a heater for good measure, because if it gets cold, and it does get cold in Lansdowne, then you have a heater. The children who have barged into my room, and I've let them in, and they're happy seeing that I'm making a blog. And they know what a blog is, and that tells something about this generation, doesn't it? Thank you, children. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Let's have a look at the washroom itself. The washroom at Samskara and Samsara looks like this. Well, it's quite tolerable. There's a shower, and there's a vase, and there's a basin. Something to be happy about in the mountains. Here is another look at the room. It's been quite a journey, and this bed looks very inviting. But so does the view outside from the room. A cool breeze is flowing, and I just want to sit down over here in the balcony and enjoy a couple of drinks. Maybe an apple juice from a very old apple.